What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. I have the Protan on because I'm competing tomorrow again, the Maryland State Championships, June 20th. So that's why I got a little orange neck. It's Protan. So today we're going to talk about grams of fat, okay, diet-wise, and types of fat, and keto, ketogenic diet, ketosis, keto, Laura, Supero, whatever you want to fucking call it. That's what we're going to talk about today. Now, I don't know where this came from. I have no idea. But you have someone who's not lean, and they come to you and they say, I'm doing, low carbs, I'm doing keto, blah, 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 blah. Nothing is happening. Okay, as soon as I hear I'm doing keto, nothing's happening, I'm like, they're fucking something up right now, and I can guarantee I know exactly what it is. And sure enough, you get the food list, and here they are eating 180 grams of fat a day. And they're not giving a shit where those fat grams come from. A lot of them are saturated fats. Now, here we go with the calories and a fat, saturated olive oil, fucking beef. It doesn't matter. You are so full of shit that your fucking eyes are brown. That's what's going on there, okay? Basically, if you give your body another source of fuel besides body fat, it'll fucking use it, okay? And if it does use body fat and 180 grams of fucking fat on the small frame at 180, 160 pounds that this guy is, it's going to fucking restore and redistribute fat that you're taking in. The saturated fat is so much harder to digest and break down than something like olive oil, macadamia nut oil, or avocado oil. If you take they did not a study, but they did a experiment where they took a camera and shoved it in someone's stomach. They had them eat stuff. They watched how fast it processed and went through the stomach and broke down and stuff. You can actually see it breaking down and turning into mush and fucking goo and liquid and getting through. Now, what the fuck do you think happens between a solid chunk of fucking fat? If you took a solid chunk of fat, or you took this much olive oil, you put the olive oil in your mouth, how fast do you think that would digest when it hit your stomach? A lot faster, right? Right. If you took that saturated fat, how fast do you think that will digest? A lot slower, right? Right. Now, two different types of fat also. The saturated fat does not break down as fast as the polyunsaturated fat in olive oil, which is used a lot easier for energy. It's a lot harder for your body to store that as fat. So if you take one rather than the other, you'll have a better chance of burning fat or using it up as energy rather than the other one. So now you have someone that comes to you that's eating fucking bacon and sausage and fucking ham and salami and all these crazy shit. I can't get lean. No fucking shit you can't. How do I know that this doesn't work? Because I did it. I did it on the anabolic diet. The anabolic diet, it included anything, pepperoni, blah, blah, and I was making these pepperoni, it was giant pepperonis, and sprinkled cheese on it, put it in the microwave, and it would harden up. It would be like pepperoni chips. That was one of my meals. Another one of my meals was a big chunk of steak in my Tupperware with a big dab of butter on it. That was another one of my meals. And I was eating this stuff like all the time, and I wasn't getting any leaner. I couldn't figure out what was going on because the suggested fats that they wanted you to use were not necessarily all saturated fats. He wanted you to use a mix of fats, and I was using all saturated fats, which that's just my take back then. I was stupid. I was a kid. I was like, oh, fat's fat, doesn't matter. That was my take on it. And they also talk about in the anabolic diet the way that body uses carbs. And if you do that carb up refeed on the weekend where you have 2 days of carb loading, if you use sugars, you load faster and you have to go back to the diet faster. So you may not get 2 full days of carb loading if you use the sugars. So if you use complex carbohydrates, it'll actually load slower and you may get 2 days of eating carbs instead of just 1.5 or 1. The body uses things at different rates. So when I get these people that come to me and they're like, nothing is happening and I'm on keto, like you're taking in too much fat. Your body's not fucking using body fat. So lo and behold, you start cutting the fats back and they're like, whoa, Jerry, this is keto, Dumbass, why the fuck do you think you came to me? If you're the expert, then you should have got it done. But you come to me because I'm not a fucking scientist. I'm not a doctor. Am I an expert? I'd say by now, 25 years, I'm an expert in a lot of things. And one of the things would be the ketogenic diet. Now, as you start cutting it back, the person starts to drop weight. They go, I don't know, it's just the amount of calories in, calories out. Well, yeah, okay, if it's calories in, calories out, let's fucking break it down like that, dumbass. Your protein is set where you need to maintain your muscle mass. You can't cut that out because why? You lose muscle mass, which is fucking stupid. So the only two things you have left are carbohydrates. And you're not eating any carbs because you're on keto. So where the fuck do the rest of those calories come from? Fat. That's about as basic as I can actually put it right there. That's it. Plain and simple. But as you're cutting this back now, the body starts to burn more fat. Now, even if you change the types of fats from all saturated fats to stuff like olive oil, almonds, macadamia nut oil, avocado oil, you will also see a change in body fat. Well, how the fuck is that possible if all the calories are the same, but you just switch the types? Because it's not about calories in, calories out. It's just not. And I don't know where this whole thing came from where you have to have so much fat in your diet. You literally only need enough fat for fat soluble vitamins, hormone production, and health. Your essential fatty acids. That's all you need. And that's not 180 grams. I literally get by, with what's in my chicken. I take macadamia nut oil, avocado oil, and I use, I don't really use almonds anymore. I use almond butter, and I weigh that shit out when I was using it. And I think maybe I would take in about 30 to 35, 40 grams of fat. Now, a lot of people would say, Jerry, that will kill testosterone levels. No, that will kill testosterone levels in someone who has a predisposition for that to happen. There are plenty of fucking people out there for years and years and years who've eaten really low fucking fat, even below 25 grams or below 35 grams of fat. Don't have fucking hormone problems. So don't blame everything on the diet. A lot of stuff is genetic. So you see, once you have your muscle mass needs set, carbohydrate needs, which if you're on keto, that's very little. It's like 20 grams of fiber pretty much a day. And your fats for essential fatty acids, you don't fucking need anything else unless you're very lean. If you're very lean, you now have to add more fats. The problem is you're fucking fat to begin with. So now you have to drop the fats down, get lean, then you can add more fats later on, because as the body has less body fat to burn, you need to give it more fuel to burn so that it doesn't burn, tap into muscle. So you see, that's how it works. There's a whole fucking thing behind it that people just, I don't know whether you guys buy the book and you go directly to the fucking diet, figure out calories, you don't read the rest of it, or if these books that you're buying, or if it's in forms or whatever, the information just sucks on it and people are wrong. I don't know what the deal is, but that's how it really works. BioMasterTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biomastertraining.com is a blog. It's the Pro Tan Bicep, and we're out.